Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a banger for you guys. I am about to show you guys how to make this Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Y'all won't believe how easy this recipe is, and it tastes 1,000 times better than Chick-fil-A. If you want to see the whole recipe step by step, keep on watching. Also subscribe if you're new to the family. Leave me a like if you enjoy the recipe. And without further ado, let's jump right into the recipe. Alright guys, let's begin. These are the ingredients. All the measurement will be below for you guys in the description box. Now I am starting with pickle juice, salt, Creole seasoning. Now Chick-fil-A use MSG. I didn't have any. I am using Creole seasoning. It didn't make or break this dish. I think it's actually make this dish way better. So we are using some chicken breast. You can use thighs if you want, but I'm gonna show you how to make this chicken breast nice and juicy. And this is the pickle juice that I use. It's the best for this recipe. And also I am using milk mixed with buttermilk and as well as 2 eggs. Now these are the seasoning that I'll be using to season my flour. I'm using paprika, not smoked, sweet paprika, chili powder, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, white pepper with some sugar, as you guys can see, granulated sugar. All right, now you will need some bun. I am using brioche bun. I think that's what Chick-fil-A used. I can't recall, but I am using brioche bun. I love brioche bun, period. So, shall we begin with this recipe? Okay guys, to begin, I am starting by slicing my chicken breast in half. Make sure your chicken is nice and clean. I clean mine with lime. Just squeeze a little bit of lime water on there, rinse it out, and make sure you remove any excess fat. And make sure your knife is nice and sharp. Slice it right in the middle. And we're going to do the same thing for the other breast. Once you're done, you're going to take a bowl or a Ziploc bag. You're going to add your chicken right in there, and you're going to pour in your pickle juice. Now, I added the pickle juice in there with the salt and the Creole seasoning. Like I said, you can use MSG instead of the Creole seasoning. Zip it up, put it in the fridge for about 20 minutes, okay? Because you want the pickle juice, pickle flavor to get in there. So I am going to let it marinate with the pickle water for about 20 minutes. All right, now this is about 20 minutes later. I'm going to crack in my egg. I am adding 2 eggs in this. Like I said, this is buttermilk with milk together. Like I said, the measurement will be below, so check that out. We're going to mix that together, whisk it, okay? Whisk it, give it a nice whisk. And then we're going to pour that into our Ziploc bag. Again, place it in the fridge once more for another additional 20 minutes. Or if you want, you can just mix everything together, pickle juice, buttermilk, milk, egg, put it in the fridge if you want to save yourself some time. But honestly, I feel like doing it that way, it works for me. So y'all, let's move to the sauce. I am using mayonnaise, with half of lemon juice. Squeeze that in. Next, I am going to be adding yellow mustard. And next, I am adding Dijon mustard. And we're going to add some barbecue sauce. The one I'm using is sweet hickory sauce with a little bit of honey. You can use sugar if you want. Mix that together and boom, you created your own Chick-fil-A sauce. I heard they have a Chick-fil-A sauce shortage. And now you can make your own at home quick and easy, and this lasts up to 2 weeks in the fridge. Once you put it in the fridge, of course, it's going to thicken a little bit more to give you that nice resemble like the Chick-fil-A sauce. But the color is on point. Moving on, let's make our seasoned flour. I am using 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Next, we're going to add our seasonings right in. Ooh, this is going to be so delicious. I cannot wait. Now we're going to give that a nice stir. Make sure you whisk it really good so all the seasoning can be well combined with the flour. Now we're getting ready to fry the chicken. As you guys can see, I poured my chicken into a bowl. That way it can be easier for me to dredge my chicken in the flour. So I'm going to take the chicken from the buttermilk, let the excess buttermilk drain. Then we're going to dump the chicken in the flour, dredge the chicken real good in the flour. Now I'm going to put it back in the buttermilk because I want a nice crust, a nice breading on the chicken. I'm doing it 3 times. You can do it 2 times if you want, because I want a nice crunchy crust on there, a nice breading. So I'm going to dump it back in the flour, dredge it again, and do it again and do it again. Just keep on watching, y'all. You will see. And if you're watching right now, you have not subscribed, fam. Come on, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button, join the family over here. I show you guys the most simple, delicious, easy recipes that you can be making at home for your family. Basically, I give you a whole weekly menu to cook for your family. So hit the subscribe button. Alright guys, as you guys can see, I am letting my chicken sit on a rack before I start frying it. I feel like that way it helps the chicken get nice and crispy. You can see that on the chicken. It's gonna come out so crispy and so good. Don't just put it in the flour and dump it in the oil. Let it sit for a little bit before you put it in the oil. Now the process for the oil, make sure it's nice and hot. I am looking for a 350-degree temperature before I start adding the chicken in. Once it's nice and hot, we're going to place the chicken in for 5 minutes. 5 minutes only. Take it out, okay? Do not let it sit in there longer. That way your chicken can be nice and juicy. If you let it sit longer, guys, it will be dry. That's chicken breast for you. If you overcooked chicken breast, it will be dry. So as soon as my 5 minutes, bling, it's over, take it out. Look how crispy, look how beautiful it looks. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to take a bite. It's so crispy, so crunchy with the flakes. The breading is on point. And of course, guys, make sure the internal temperature is about 165 degrees or over, because you don't want to get sick eating this chicken. Okay, this is our chicken. It's giving me Chick-fil-A vibes. I love it. Now, I am going to toast my bun, quick and easy, optional as well. And of course, the Chick-fil-A sauce. Look how perfect it looks, y'all. Tell me this doesn't resemble the Chick-fil-A sauce. When I tell you this tastes 1,000% better than the original chicken sandwich, y'all best believe. Try this out for yourself. This will be a staple in your home. Try it out and you will never go back to Chick-fil-A again. I mean, you might go back, but try this out and let me know what you think. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me. Don't hesitate. Come on now. I did this. I ate it and left no crumbs, literally. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this recipe down below in the comment section. And I will see y'all on the next recipe. Bye.